Alright, I think we're going now. Welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It's Monday, the 3rd? Yeah, I think it's 3rd. May 3rd, into May. So, hope everybody's having a good day. I'm just seeing that they've made some more changes to Facebook since the first time it was streamed with the update here, I guess. Just doing all my normal checks here. Can't easily look like I can share it now. I'm unsure. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking a little weird, but yeah, we're Monday. I've been spending most of since the last stream just working up video for the band stuff. What does that button now do? Keep changing it up. I gotta learn new things all the time. So, been doing that, so I've actually got no chain mailing done since Thursday night, which kind of blows, but I've been busy doing that. So, it's Monday night, medium project night. Thank you for joining us if you're here now watching live or watching later. Still working on the jelly cube. I've got the colored ones that are a little less than this done, and I haven't even touched them since the probably 7-8 days now. Just had a lot of stuff going on this last week and trying to get caught up on things I'm behind on, the usual. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this while kind of do my normal talking. Remember where I'm at in this jelly cube. Said, no, actually, I've got a little. I spent maybe 45 minutes to an hour in total in the chain mail since Thursday night. I did make up a 3x3 jelly cube. It's definitely a lot flimsier than I was expected it to be, but I expect the 5 to be a little bit better. But that's 3x. I don't know if I can put it over here any closer. I mean, it came out okay. I just wanted to be able to compare it to the others, to this one that we're working on that I'm going to end at 5, and then I'll continue going out it. I just want to check the 5, compare it to this one at 5. And then we'll just keep expanding on that. I've got a couple that I'm doing in color that I am going to stop at 5 so I can put them into the normal stock of stuff for when we go back to doing events and whatnot. So, did I close that one up or not? Yeah, I guess I did. I wasn't sure. Now we're just going to continue to work up this. I won't get much done with anymore again this week till I get caught up on the video band stuff. It's coming along, but it just takes forever to go through and do it all. I mean, I spent, I don't even know, Thursday, good chunk of Thursday, and then I did live stream, and then did some more video work. Pretty much Friday when I woke up, it just went straight back to video work until they had their banquet Friday night, so then I had to go to that. When I got home, I was processing pictures from that night to get them posted, and then back into doing video again. I was up to like 3 that morning, I think it was, working on it, and finally called it quits, and then all of Saturday just take normal time out to, eat, do the quick normal stuff of the day. The rest of the time was processing video. And then again, Sunday was pretty much the same thing. I mean, some of these videos can take, 10-minute event. I've got, a good 2 hours worth of stuff for a 10-minute event that I have to go through and cut up and all that. And then when you got multiple camera angles, you got to go through and watch where do you want to have this angle for that and whatnot. And just takes forever. I mean, I normally do spend a good month doing it, and gotten pretty far behind, so just gonna catch up on that and hopefully get them done soon. And then I can get back into doing some heavy chain mailing. It'll get done about the same time I'm ready to start the bigger inlay again. Come on. Let me just double check everything. I forgot that I do actually have my computer right now processing a video. So hopefully I'm not having any lag or any kind of, glitches in the stream while it's doing that. It should finish up here soon. I was hoping it'd be done before the stream started, but it was taking a little longer than I wanted. So I was like, oh, I gotta get the stream going, so hopefully it doesn't screw up the stream any, and we'll see what happens. And if it is, hopefully, let me look over there. Yeah, it'll probably be actually done in about 2 or 3 more minutes, so it was pretty close to the time. I started it up and then started getting, several different times I was getting stuff ready for this while I was pre-processing, but I started slowing down a little bit ago. I've been working on the main computer for the bigger ones, longer events, because it takes longer to process, and putting the shorter ones over on the laptop, working on the laptop and getting other files done while one's processing. I can work up more by cutting and pasting and figuring out where I want everything to be and all that. So other than that, I mean, really didn't do anything this weekend. just doing that. So video. One day I'll have a printing party, and I'll be printing up all the covers and cutting all them up and getting them processed to go. Hopefully I'm not getting in the way. Did take off the hat though, so hopefully I have less hat issues. But these really don't take too long, at least to a 5x5 size. Once you start adding more and more layers to it, it's going to take even longer and longer, just because, it's not just doubling it. I think that was the right one. Well, we will keep continuing on this and see how big after we get past 5, and I'll show you the other ones that are color when they're done with it. I figure I'm hoping I can get more time on it, so it's not just, you can kind of see an increase every week instead of just what we do on the stream every week. Otherwise, I could turn it into the long project. But I don't necessarily want to do that. I don't want to take too long on any one thing unless it's a bigger inlay. once all the video stuff gets done, I'll have a lot more time, or I'll get a lot more done. I've still got to figure out what I want to do for straighten up over there. What I want to do for our Wednesday night short project night. I still need to figure out what weave I want to do. I've got a whole list of new ones I want to try, so gotta make sure I've got proper rings and everything to do it. And I got a little more time in last week's. I got one more bracelet done that we were doing last week. And then I actually did try Wednesday night more of the trying it to do a different, longer weave per se. And it just wasn't working right. I didn't like the look of it. And so while I was playing around, I ended up just finishing up, well, almost finishing up one that's just basically a 4-in-1 graduated. More like what I had done before. And so that's what was reminding me that it was similar but not quite the same. Alright, that should finish up that row. This is my little starter. I figure I put it on a corner so just know where I started from to know which side is what, so I don't get them all weirded out later on. But where's that sitting up over here? It's more open. I think I might go smaller sizes. I just was using the rings I had out at the time. It's still kind of cool. I mean, it can be a little twisted, but that's kind of what I played with a little bit more on Wednesday night. Yeah, I don't see how I can share anymore to my own page. Since they changed it up, I can't figure it out. I'm not seeing it anywhere. It's like they gotta change things up all the time. It was working fine. Now I gotta learn it all again. Let me check my other chats, make sure none of those are popping up anything. On to the next row we go. And what I like about it is I could just continue to do this, bring it back out every so often, and add more rings over time and just see what happens to it. See how big we can get it over time. So I can make up these rings left and right anymore. So whenever I want some to do it, it's like I can just coil up some rings, cut them up, and off we go. It doesn't take very long for aluminum. A little longer for stainless, but that would be another one that I want to try is a stainless version, stainless steel version. Just so I have a variety to show. I mean, that's kind of what I do with everything. When I was doing hacky sacks, I made up hacky sacks out of aluminum for, it could be used for juggling balls, and then I made some out of stainless steel, square and round rings. That actually worked really well as a hacky sack. I was quite surprised. I shouldn't have been. I mean, I thought it was going to be too heavy, but it worked out pretty good. So that's what I'll do with these, just so I can have them dangling around. You know, looking at the, why are you giving me such a problem? I don't know what the deal was with that ring. Did not want to go through. When I was making up that 3x3, it's very light, so I'm thinking, you know, I might be able to do something with this and make it into some type of earring set, where it dangles kind of in a 3D form, because they're not heavy at all. I haven't weighed it, but I mean, it's got to be practically nothing. I mean, I think a nickel weighs about more, if not more. But then I want to do stainless. I might do some 7x7s just to have a size comparison. Because you'll be able to tell a difference in the weight of it for sure. And I'm just not opening these rings far enough again, probably. Normally that is my issue. If it's not working, it's because I'm not opening far enough. But I do try to not open as much as at all possible, so. I'm kind of digging it though. It is kind of a fun little thing to do. Even though it's kind of the same thing over and over again, it's still kind of fun, you know. You don't have to think about it as much for the most part. There are a few little parts here that every once in a while I'll start zoning out too much and I'll end up going through a wrong one, forgot to attach the one, and I gotta go back and fix it. But like I said, I had this one that we're working on, then I got a couple other starters that I'm just over the first stage, first layer of with the color. Trying to decide if I wanted to do the super center, do it all with silver, and just do the outside as color. Maybe it would save some in rings, but I'm thinking it's probably not going to save too many in rings, so I'm probably just going to make it all solid one color. I was just trying to figure out a way of maybe working it and saving a little money, and can make them a little cheaper for selling purposes. Because the bright silver one here will be definitely a lot cheaper than an aluminum, anodized aluminum, just because, you know, it costs to have everything anodized. Well, I hope I'm in the picture here decent enough. Kind of sitting a little differently this time, trying something a little new. I did spend, before I started using the laptop, I was having some time in between processing, where I could do a little something, but I ended up cleaning up the upper area of my workbench. My top shelves were starting to get overloaded with just stuff that had moved to the side, you know, I just need out of the way type thing. I worked on that Thursday night, and some of Friday before I started using the laptop, I was like, this is taking too long on one computer. So once I started doing that, I didn't have time to do anything else other than getting a few little things here and there done. And it definitely helped, and got some area cleaned up there, and much easier to look through for stuff. Some things that I knew were up there, just couldn't get to them. Finally got them out and organized. Got it pretty much all set now. I can easily, part of the problem was getting the camera in and out. I mean, most of the time I'm leaving it there, but when I needed the camera, like last week, I wasn't able to. Well, I did, but I made a mess in the process, so trying to just make the process easier. Though I will say there's not a whole lot of events well, now there's none right now, so not till band camp starts again. Pretty much done, other than finishing up DVDs for this season. And then we start the process over again end of July. There'll be weekly Friday night games, kind of, and competitions hopefully will be back going again. That's one thing I definitely missed this season. Well, I like going there and rooting on the band I help out, but I just like seeing all the other bands too. Checking any comments. Hello, Vicky. I see you over on Twitch. Sorry if I just caught that. Still kind of getting used to it, and I think I've only had a few over there. If I can get this mouse to wake back up so I can. There it goes. I just always got to turn it weird. Just got here. Okay, good. Hopefully everything's coming through. I'll just have to remember to check more over there. Hopefully it'll plop those messages around so I can see new ones. I'm not sure how Twitch moves in that fashion. We're just working on the jelly cube again. I was saying, with all the video processing I've been doing, I haven't had no time to do any chain mail past 4 or 5 days, so hopefully that'll be done. I'm hoping within the next week and a half. Hopefully next 10 days. Possibly sooner, it just kind of depends. Sometimes they go quick on me, sometimes they give me issues. Biggest thing's going to be when it comes to using the printer. It's going to be up to, printing 100 DVDs and another 50 covers. And I did make a little 3x3. I guess this camera probably better. A little 3x3 jelly cube. I did get that in. Got about 50 minutes to an hour through the last several days, where I just come over here for about 5 minutes or so at times. But or I can show it over in the little one. Get close enough. I'm not sure how close I can even get to being blurry in that one. Not sure. Never really tested. Oh, okay. I already have a ring in there. And where are we at? And color ones I still need to work on. I got the first layer and a half done. I was kind of wondering if I was going to do an inside of silver, but I couldn't make up my mind, so I put them to the side. They will get back out here shortly. Then once the DVDs are done, it's kind of all that's kind of been on my brain here the last several days, just processing all of it. So I apologize if I talk too much chain or not enough chain mail and too much DVD work right now. Hopefully that will change here, like I said, soon. But I've been fun doing these jelly cubes. They've been interesting. I want to do another square one to match that one, and then I want to do another one in color at some point. But I want to have a set of these. I like them. I don't know if I can connect them together in any way or shape or form or not, but right now I know I want to do another one. Plus I just want to do another square one. As I am digging that the more and more. I don't know, it's not the proper ring size, but I'm digging it the more and more I've had it. I've been actually kind of playing with it on the computer desk whenever I've been working on video of the band stuff and just having it there. it's been a reliever, so it's been doing a pretty good job for. Where am I at here? Oh, there we go. Hopefully I'm not in the view. The bigger square one, it took me about 3 hours. I'm not sure how long I've been working on this one. I really didn't do any kind of times or anything on it. So I figure it's just going to continue to grow. I do have a time going on the colored ones that I've been working on, just so I do get my times. But I won't know more till I get those finished and get some quality time to them. Checking around again. Got so used to just looking on the one screen that I gotta get used to looking at the other screens now too. But it's all good, more the merrier. Especially the way Facebook is changing it up. I'm not even sure if things are working properly there or not. So weird looking. These are definitely ring hogs though. When I figured it up was a 5x5 with 675 rings. So that's quite a few rings for something so tiny. That's the thing about JMail. It can look deceiving. Sometimes you look at something, it's like, boy, that's small, and it shouldn't take no time at all. And sometimes some of the longest taking things ever. You know, you look at my little chainions, you know. They're about 3.5 hours to do that, and they're just little bitty things that don't look like there's much there, but all the rings are so small. I mean, just in the little headbands on them, using such small rings, takes longer to do the little headband that's barely an inch around than it takes to make a couple different bracelets, depending on the weave. It's a quicker weave, you know, easily two. Even medium size. What did I do here? I put it in the wrong ring or something here. Let me check here. I think I weaved it to the wrong one, maybe. Yeah. Alright. Alright, to get a little closer to that one. Yeah, I totally put it through the wrong ring and it started throwing it off. I was like, why is it not coming together right like it should? Yeah, we'll change up the long project night, Thursday night. It's going to stay the same times and everything like that, but it's going to change over from being the jar here. I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks. We'll do this week and maybe next week. Hopefully I'll start getting in the supplies for everything by then, so we can start on the next inlay. That's right. And that will take several while. I'm not going to be rushing. It's not an order, it's just one I'm going to do myself, so if I get other order or something in, it could change from that, but that's what I plan on working on when I'm not doing any orders and or events coming up and stuff like that. So we'll debut it here shortly. Hopefully I can get up to 300 likes by then on Facebook, so we can do a giveaway and just get more people. We're getting a couple of weeks, so it's been slowly getting there. We're about a half hour in now or so. Yeah. So I just want to say welcome again if anybody has joined us since we started, or if you're watching later. Thanks for watching. I'm going to try to get that in a little more often, so I know I've heard from a few people that have dropped in and seen what was going on, but never made comments. So I'm trying to get that more into the routine. Excuse me. So I don't miss anybody. Did get to see the new one for a few minutes. Was that Saturday? I guess it was. Yeah, I think it was Saturday that they stopped by. They weren't here very long anyway, but I ran up there real quick after I started the process and got about 3 or 4 minutes in before I needed to run back and start working on it again. I actually got to a point where I was gonna have about 10 minutes, and then they had already left by then, but it was just a quick stop by, I guess. They were seeing the other pa and grandmas, and went to the park mostly. The older ones did anyway. They wanted to wear them out before they took them home. Uh-oh, the dogs are going cuckoo again. Squirrel. Now, Vicky, I hope you, I don't know if you sent another message. If you have, I'm sorry. I don't see it. I'm not sure exactly how that chat thing works, so I'm kind of curious if it auto scrolls or not. Okay, doesn't look like it's got more, so we're all good. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything there. Like I said, none of these really let you know that who's there watching, so you don't know who to say hi to. I guess that would be kind of more tracking, but sometimes it's even hard to tell if you've got viewers in there. Facebook does all kinds of weird things, so I'm never sure anymore. And just now figuring out how to get YouTube's chat open at the same time. Seems to be working, other than nobody's posted through there while I've been on a live yet, so at least that I found during it, or even after when I've gone back to look to see if I've missed anything anywhere. I wonder if my cat's out there antagonizing him. They like to go over to the fence line and just kind of not right up on it, but next to it. Now Boomer, he'll go jump the fence and go in their shed over there, because that's where he was kind of born and lived with his mama for a while, and so he kind of got used to it. And so he still goes over there. Drives me nuts. Wish he'd stop, but try to keep him indoors, just didn't work. He does not. He's a he has to have some time outside, even if he doesn't go very far anymore, but still wish he wouldn't. Yeah, we got a pretty good chunkage added to this. I can already feel the difference just in the size of it in my hand. Having to hold it a little differently because it's gotten quite a bit on there. I think this will. We've already got one layer done. Working on the second half of the first layer. These layers, kind of 2 layers. One of those weird ones. Well, alright, so that one's done. Yeah, the more I look at it, I think it might actually end up being a little looser than the square version. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell till we get done, but it does feel smoother in the hand than the square version because of the square edging of the wire. This does feel smoother, but it's definitely going to be smaller too. But it is smaller rings, so I guess that should be expected. Alright, moving on to the next one. Layer after layer. Open it up far enough, ding bat. That's always been my problem though. I never open them too far where they get mangled because I've always been on the smaller side. Ended up not opening them enough to do the weaves, and I have to come back and just give it just a tweak more opening. And that first couple going, always kind of a bit of a booger to make sure they get the right flip on them. What else we got going on here? Other than doing the video, there really haven't been a whole lot. Need to get caught back up on some housework, but oh. I did do something wrong right there. How did I do that? Alright, you're gonna have to come back out of there. I did something wrong right there, because Not flipping the right way that it should. If I can find the opening. Something's just not quite right there. Well, that part was right. Must have been. Must have been the other one I put in wrong. That was weird. Okay, yeah, it did the flippy on me beforehand. It's gotta. Yeah, we're gonna take those back out. There's still something I did wrong here. I don't get it. This must have started wrong and it multiplied, because I'm like, I don't see how I did it wrong, but there's something wrong. Take out one of those. Alright. Let's try this again. Outsider. I bet I know. I bet I was going over to the other side instead of making sure that one stayed up where it was supposed to, because those are stand up there. So I bet that's what I did. I don't know why I did that, but it's the only way I could have gotten it like that, I think. Get out of view here again. I can feel it. It was just turning on me and caught it in the wrong side on one and threw everything else out of whack. When it's going right, it goes easy and quick. No problemos. Get off me, bug. The only part I'm not digging about the weather is the bugs. Been getting a lot more of them lately. flopping over. That's where I was getting weirdness from. We're putting in the lockers. Keep it from flopping over on me again. If I can get them through. Ooh. Well, yeah, I need some more color combinations to kind of thinking about the bracelets for Wednesday. I went with a weird like sky blue and red last time. Kind of need to pick another color for this Wednesday. And sorry if I'm being a little less chatty tonight than I normally am. Like I said, my brain's been shut off. I haven't had any conversations with anybody lately. Doing all that video, it's like, where am I at? What am I doing? And now that's where I'm saying again. Where am I at? What am I doing? I need to go through that one. Come on over. I don't know how I missed you. You were there. Oh. I need to get a drink real quick. Until I pulled it to look and close up the ring I seen. And I'm just going to check my little thing here. Come on, mouse. You don't like that clear plastic at all, do you? Brownie paste on something. I wonder if I'm not coming through properly. I'm not sure what that was for. I'm sure he posted it, just seen it up in the little notifications area. So work up on this corner. Because it's always less chatty tonight than normal. Like I said, hopefully that'll come back after I get done with the brain melting procedures. What did I do here again? I did something wrong. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. It's my brain playing tricks on me. Guess that's what I get for having several days of not mailing. Just wanting to flip over on me and I'm just not catching it. There we go. Then it'll start going smoothly again because my brain finally catches up to where I'm at in the pliers. Yeah, I've gotten decent amounts of sleep in doing all this, but I just, brain starts melting once I get into full-blown video work. I went to sleep last night just thinking about it. I was like, okay, what can I do to that video to make it better? It's like, stop thinking about it, go to sleep. What is your deal? Yeah, you go through that way just fine, but not the way I need you to. There you go, dang thing. Well, the weather was kind of not yucky. It was actually cool. No sun. It was all cloudy. A little sprinkle here and there, but early, and that was about it so far. Let's just get more rain later. I don't want any more rain now. I'm done with the rain. Makes everything grow. Then I gotta mow. There's still something weird about this. I don't know what. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Maybe it's just because it's getting to the point where it's starting to tighten up a little more, so it's feeling definitely different. Just throwing me off from what normally feels like. And that's one that I already knew was in wrong. I was just waiting to come back down to it. So you need to come up through. I still did something wrong with it. I just need to take you completely on out of the equation there. I just had you going, started you in the wrong one, I can tell now. That's what was throwing all that off, because I had it through the one right beside, instead of the one that I should have. I didn't go through there. And that's probably a lot of camera angle again now that I think about it. Get back more up in here, dummy. And I'll probably still just do that forever It'll just be my thing. You can watch his videos, but he might disappear. Starts wandering off, talking nonsense, going cuckoo. Yeah, it was that one ring was just throwing everything off. That happens. Oh. So this is going to take us to starting on number 4. So we've only got, this is 4A, I guess, that we're on, because there's the other half layer to it, and then we'll start on the last 5th layer. I think we were only at just starting 3 when we came into this today. Yeah, since there hadn't really been too much more interesting stuff going on anywhere, since I haven't done anything. I still got some of the same stuff I need to do to the house, but just need more time. Which has been short supply as of late. I haven't been able to get a lot of my normal stuff done, but it's been an interesting month and a half-ish, 2 months, so been a little busier than normal this time of the year. But I don't mind it in a way. I just need to get it more organized. I'll put it through that same ring where I had my last issue. About did it again. I still did something weird there. Why am I having this problem on the corners today? Let's go grab something down further. Oh, it's because I didn't seam these up. That's why. Okay, now I see where the issue lies. It's like every time this side's giving me a problem because I never put in my... And that's why I was throwing off these rings, because they weren't going through the proper ones below to butt them back up, and there was something going on there. It just seems too weird that I kept having that same issue every time. Totally missed a row here. I ended up fixing it, but then I kept running back into that same issue, so it's like, man, what is going on? That was part of why I was being kind of quiet, because I was just sitting here processing in my brain, why is that not working right? Well, hopefully I'm not in the view again, I forgot. Because when I was trying to hook its hook, it was like, well, that's where something is not quite right, man. It was always that one side. I get to the other side, it seemed to go fine. Yeah, I've got the band tune stuck in my head. Yeah. Where are we at here? About an hour. So, we got a little bit of time. So, again, thanks to anybody that has been watching us, joined us. Not saying anything, that's perfectly fine, but I wanted to say hi. Trying to make it a little half-hour thing, just to welcome anybody new that has joined since the last time I said hey. And if you're watching it later, hey again. Just working on Jelly Cube. Like I said, a little quieter than normal, but like I said, hopefully that'll change here this next week once I get things caught up. Get some better sleep. I wonder what that was for. That's way over there though. I'm not going way over there to get it right this second. Alright, now I gotta remember to put in the connectors this time, so I don't have these issues like I did last time. And if you're watching this later, like I said, you can always make comments on what you're watching and stuff, and I'll come back and catch them. I've done that a few times already with some things that I've missed. I'll go back and look at all the comments afterwards. And if you comment later, I'll see it. It'll let me know. At least we hope. It should anyway. Guess it depends on what kind of mood Facebook's in that day. If it is on Facebook, you can. I'm not sure how the Twitch side of that works. YouTube kind of, but well, I haven't had that happen yet, so we'll see when that does happen. Yeah, I didn't throw it up today, but I could have put up showed the video again of the process of making these rings. Basically the same process for any size that I'd normally need or use. Stretch the back out. It's not been used to bending over the last few days. sitting in the desk chair for hours upon hours upon hours. Standing up real quick here. Oh. Alright, where were we here? Got all the connectors. On to the next one. Maybe it is the way I'm sitting today. I am trying a different way of sitting on this area. Maybe it's not liking me as much as I was hoping it would. Alright, flip on back up over there. There we go. We'll just come around that 80 this way. We'll attack you from a different angle. Here we go. Which there are some weaves that I actually have to do things backwards and open my rings a different way than what is usual for myself, and certain weaves just call for it. You got to put them in, open your rings and come in a different angle or it just won't work. You'd think that wouldn't be the case, but it is. It's really weird. I refused to believe it when I first was trying it. It's like, no, I have got to be able to do this. And I was like, it's all just because of that one ring. You just got to go in that different angle. Stop fighting it. Just do it. And as soon as I did that, everything started working fine again. Is me just refusing to acknowledge the obvious. Oh, just checking my messages again. I probably should have ate. Did I eat today? Actually, you know what? I've been so busy in the thing, I haven't eaten today at all. I totally forgot. Maybe that's why I'm kind of brain dead today. I thought it was just because I was processing so much video, but now that I think about it, yeah. I woke up. I didn't have my normal breakfast because I woke up a little later than normal. I was like, okay, I'll have lunch, and yeah, I didn't make anything for lunch either, so yeah, I definitely need to eat. I should have thought about that sooner. Whenever I get those, that's normally what it is. It's because I forgot to eat. I know that seems like a crazy thing to some people, but I do it all the time when I get so involved in doing things and forget. I did that several times when I was working on the Chiefs flag. Then finally catch on, oh yeah, because you haven't eaten yet. Not that one. Not yet, anyway. That'll be the first thing I have to do. Is go get something to munch on. And hopefully by next Monday I will actually get some more work done on the colored ones. Like I said, hopefully I'll get a little more time this next week to Once I get down into the burning process and everything starts going a little faster. And so then I'll be able to get back to the normal activities and several hours of mailing a day back in. As it's definitely felt a little weird not having that. But this is a nice break away from the computer, even though I'm streaming, so I'm still kind of at the computer in a way. Video everywhere. It works so much better when you have the row before you complete it. Come on. On occasion, I just can't seem to fit it through there. Again, I'm probably walking out of video spot though. Until I was getting real close so I could see what I was doing again. What do you want? Oh, fire's in my hands. Falling down. Yeah. That helps too. I always end up. Go away, bug. Fly. Yeah, you guys open the door again. Letting in all the outside riffraff. He must be getting hungry for his shot and food too. Starting to talk to me already. Well, what time are we? We're only 8. You still got a good hour or more, bud. I need to eat before you right now. I'm further in my mind brain melting than you. Checking around. Oh, excuse me. Sprite burp. Well, that one's done. It's actually, the more I just keep looking at the twist on it, this actually might be a good ring size and square. I wonder what I guess I could draw a 3x3 out of this, but I'm just not digging that 3x3 as much. Doesn't this look as pretty for a cube? But we're an hour and 15 in. I wanted to do more, but the more I keep sitting here thinking about it, I do need to grab something to eat. So we're probably going to go ahead and close it up for tonight. We will be back on Wednesday night for small project night. Like I said, I still need to pick a bracelet. Hopefully I can spend some time and check into that and figure out what I want to do. But anyway, thanks for joining us. If you have been here live with us, or if you're watching later, thanks for watching. We'll be back Wednesday at 7:30, and we'll go ahead and catch you later.